this is Rogue Woman, and we are doing another pack review today. We went on a test hike with several different packs, so please keep tuned into the channel because I'm going to have a couple of other ones coming up. But today we're going to do the WASING 60 plus 5 liter pack, and this is an internal frame pack. So let's just go through this thing. Did really nicely on the hike. But the first thing we want to take a look at, and we did expecting a little bit of rain today, but we didn't get any. But there is a rain fly that's included. So very nice big rain fly. It's got really good coverage on it. So we got that. So if we want to start at the top of the pack here, you've got some loops. It doesn't have any strapping with it. So you can put your own straps on there if you want to carry something up. And on the lid, there's this lovely pocket here. It's nice and big. You can get some stuff in there, but we actually stuffed the internal pocket this time so that you can see how that looks. We've got an extra jacket. We really tried to fill this thing up so that you could see how much it holds. We've got an extra rain fly, just in case you're taking one for a friend, and a poncho. So that's nice and big. On the front, there's no external pocket on the front here. So this is one of those packs that's meant for everything to be carried inside of it and not have a whole bunch of stuff hanging off. You have compression straps on the side, and just like the last pack we looked at, you've got some great side pockets over here, and they go down pretty far. But if you're going to put a drink bottle in here, that's going to cut down on the space that you have. So you've got those, one on each side. This is actually elastic mesh pockets on there, so these are really nice. And you got some straps to hold your water bottle down if you need to do that. Over here on the bottom, got our sleeping bag pouch. And this opens up really nice and big. There's a good size bag in here. So on the bottom, you can actually open up this compartment with a zippered flap. I'm not going to open it up because I have this full, but you can open that up so that you can have just one big compartment if you don't want to separate your sleeping bag pouch. Let's take a look at these. This is one thing I have to give to this pack. We're pretty rough with these things, and we tried to make stitches pull and stuff like that, and the stitches held up really, really well with this thing almost overloaded. But this plastic tab right here, you can see the shock cord came out of it when we pulled on it, so we ended up just putting a knot in there so that you can use these toggles for your gear straps, for your gear loops. So that's a little ding there, but nothing too major. All of these zippers have these half moon rubber toggles on them, which are pretty awesome because I found these on Amazon, a set of 6 for $15. And at the time of this review, this pack is running about $59.99, I believe. So that's a really nice feature to have on there for a pack at this price point. Now on the shoulder harness, this is not vertically adjustable, so you don't have like stages here. So if you're looking for that, you're not going to get that with this pack. But otherwise, this was really comfortable. You got your load lifters here, and again, once you get them tightened down, these guys don't move, so they're actually really good buckles here. Down the shoulder straps, you have your little elastic loops, little gear loops. You have a couple of D-rings and your sternum strap, which has a whistle. So that's really good and loud, actually. Kind of hurt my ears. And then that's elasticized on the back so that it can move with you and not be really stiff. Down here on the hip pads, move this so you can see it. This is really well contoured, and it's actually got like a plastic or something backing inside of it, so it holds its shape really nicely. I actually had a friend test hike this for me today, so it's not just me doing all of them. And she's about 5'10", pretty tall, and this fit her back really well. But once she took her vest off this morning when it got hot, she could feel these aluminum stays in here kind of pressing up against her. So you're gonna want extra padding down here, because this padding stops at a hard seam instead of going all the way around to a soft seam. So you're definitely gonna want some extra padding. On the outside of the hip belt, really nicely sized pockets. And so she's got some mace in here. And then on this side, some dog treats. So things seem to fit in there really nicely. The hip belt, it's a really good quality belt here. It doesn't slip. And you've got a place to put your straps back behind these pockets. So that's pretty good, didn't have any problems. It was overall very comfortable, like I said, with the exception of this, it kind of dug in a little bit once she took her extra layer off. The suspension is pretty fantastic here. You've got an actual trampoline suspension that works very, very well. The pack didn't come anywhere close to touching her back, so you get that really good airflow. And then you can take this back piece out, and it is in there good. But you can pull this out, and then you can actually get the entire hip belt out from here, and it's kind of hard to get back in, so I'm not gonna take it out right now. But we've taken it out already, so I guess you could take this off and wash it if you needed to. But the stays are not removable, they're riveted in. So if you're looking for something that you can take those stays out and shape them, that's not gonna happen here. Okay, get this back in. And that's really good heavy duty Velcro, and I don't fear that going anywhere. Now we want to go inside the pack, and here's your plus 5 liters if you want to fill it all the way up. We did not fill it all the way up, even though we tried to. So there is still a little bit more room. We got food and water filter and more water filter, and is an air pad and a cook kit, and boy, she put a bunch of stuff in here. Some odds and ends, some extra rope, an extra dry bag. I believe that's the actual Sawyer water filter in there. And then some toiletries. Got a tarp, a hammock, and I'm not sure what's in there, but something really big. Oh, this is extra clothes. That's what that is. That's what she put in there. And then one really nice feature about this is it came with a hydration bladder. So it's a big 3-liter hydration bladder. There's a dedicated pocket in there to it. Fits in there really nicely. Your hose comes out of this side right there. So pull it around so that you can drink out of that right there. So anyway, that was really nice to have in there. And like I said, it opens up nice and big. It is double lined. This was a really nice surprise, where it's actually double lined, so the water resistance is there, and if you poke a hole in one part, it's not necessarily going to rip all the way through. So that was a really nice surprise. Overall on this pack, I had those couple of little dings on it where you've got, you know, the little toggle came away from the shock cord, and then the digging in right here. But otherwise, at $59.99, this rivals much more expensive packs. I looked, I couldn't find any in this price range that had these features. So great pack, another good job by WASING. If this review's been helpful for you, please press the button below, and please check out the new reviews as they come up.